Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel. If you're new here, that just tosses random Sabres talk out there, let you guys reply. And of course, there's a few other things in the hockey world, guys, I do want to go over. So first things first, I want to talk about the Sabres. And we'll close with the Sabres too. We know that Devon Levi has been sent on loan to Rochester. Now, how long can loan last? Your guess is as good as mine, guys. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't think it's a bad call. And yes, you guys know I'm a big Levi supporter, but he has not found his game this year. He just hasn't found it yet. And I think even if he finds it, spending some time there till we need to call him up might be good for his personality. The kid has a great personality, but I'm thinking just make him even more mature and understand that the road to success in the NHL is going to take even more work, and you're going to have to become even better than what you looked last year because it wasn't good enough to carry over into this year, and it's called development. And I got no issue with him going down there. My guess is a few weeks to a month he might be down there. That's just a guess, I'm thinking, because I don't know if Comrie can last a month healthy at this point. I just don't know, guys. Really, unless Adams has something up his sleeve and he's cooking some kind of deal to bring in a veteran goalie. I don't know. But, you know, I'm thankful regardless that we have one goalie that's in the zone, and that's UPL. UPL has been in the zone this year. Don't ask me where this came from. I'll say it's just him blossoming. We'll see. Hopefully it lasts, because we're going to need it to now, as we will have to just find our way with the goalies we have, okay? There's nothing else, I guess, left to say but that. Am I disappointed about Levi going down? Not really. No, not really, because he has to know that he has to be productive. He has to show up to be part of this team. And I'm sure he's gotten great support from the dressing room and so on, and the guys, and saying, listen, you know, you'll be back up before you know it, whatever. And I'm sure he's fine. The kid's mentally strong. Let him go find himself. Not really his game. I shouldn't say his game. Let him go find himself. I think maybe that's what this might do for him, because the kid has talent, as we all know, and we really shouldn't be concerned about his future or anything like that. I'm not. Really, I'm not. This is maybe good for the ego, good for a little shot at the pride and ego a little. And I don't think the kid runs an ego. I just don't. I will say that I don't think that's what it is. I think that he just needs to find himself, and this should help. It really should. So we'll see there. Now, the boys coming up, I've got it down here. The next two games, St. Louis and Carolina. This is huge, guys. These games are big. Here we are. I got 2-2-1. We're 2-2-1 in this 5 out of 7 games on the road so far. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We have a chance here to go 4-2-1. You guys know I was thinking 5-2-1. I was hoping. Hey, look, if we go 4-2-1 in the 7, or no, I'm 5-1-1. I was hoping, or 6-1. I was hoping for something that good. But at this point, if we come out 3-3-1, I'll take it, guys. I'll take it. Anything to keep buying time till we find our game. The Sabres haven't found their game yet. Maybe we have. We'll see. This is a big win yesterday. Will it carry over to St. Louis is the question. That's the question. Or will our evil twin show up one more time? You know, like, it's a young team, guys. There's no way to know. So we'll just see. But hopefully it starts to carry over. And that means that the process of maturity is starting to hit. Once they get like a 7-game winning streak, guys, 6-7 game winning streak, I will say then the Sabres have arrived. There's something going on now for real. They can't be beaten in a few weeks and all of a sudden, and they're looking good. And, you know, and I really hope UPL carries over into this stretch. I really do. We shall see. So our one game, here it is. We're 2-2-1. We're really 3-2-1 our last 6 of the 8 games. I know it's 7 out of 8. Well, we'll talk about the home game after. I'm concentrating on these road games at 2-2-1. The one home game was a nice comeback, as we know. I'm good with that. If we can go 4-2-1, I think we'd all nab that before the 7 games. I'm just greedy, and I wanted 5-1-1 or 6-1. I'm always going to be greedy like that as the boys press on in the season. it's important now. Now we can establish the next 2 games that we're a good road team again if we win those 2. We have to win both though. You know, as long as we win one of them though, I'll take it, is where I'm at with that. Now, Patrick Kane. I want to talk about Patrick Kane. For those of you Sabre fans that are upset he didn't sign in Buffalo, remember that feeling next time you want to get him on the team. Remember he chose the Detroit Red Wings over your favorite team, over his home city. Remember that next time, because he had an offer on the table from the Sabres and he chose Detroit. So it's really important that the Sabre fans that have this love affair with Patrick Kane know this and suck it up and take it and say, you know what, man, I'm never going to want this guy in the team again. For me, that lays to rest once and for all the Patrick Kane hoopla in Buffalo. No, in the offseason, he will not sign in Buffalo. He better not, because then I'll be ticked off with Adams if that happens. I'm glad he went to Detroit. And the truth is, in my opinion, he's a better fit over there. He's familiar with the Brinket. They're an older team than us. It doesn't mean they're going to finish in front of us this year, but he's a better fit over there than he is with our guys over here. He just is. I'm glad we didn't sign this guy. You know, and 2.75, I'll say Yzerman did a good job there. He actually did a really good job there. I'm not the biggest Yzerman fan, as you guys know. I'm not. I think he's way overhyped and rated, but he pulled off a pretty good move there for a good price and stability to help his team try to get in the playoffs this year. I know the Red Wing fans are talking about they're a powerhouse now and everything. It's just not so. It's just not so. You guys know that. I mean, no. Are they a playoff contender? Yes. Yeah, they're a team that's going to make a push, I believe, now right to the end. Now, can this help them? I don't know. I don't really care. I care what we do. Really, I care what we do. I'm grateful we didn't get Patrick Kane. I want to go on the record as saying I'm very grateful. I wouldn't have been happy if we got him. He's going to be a defensive liability, which we're trying to fix on our team. He's slow. His hip his one hip is not going to last. In my opinion, he maybe should have just retired. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. He might go over there and do well. I don't know. It's neither here or there. We have to see. We have to see. It's the only way to know. And guys, I want to talk briefly about the Corey Perry drama going on in the NHL. Now, I'm going to say right off the top, right off the cuff, I'm not here to judge anybody, really. I'm not into that. I'm not into like condemning people. I've made tons of mistakes in my lifetime. I'm alcoholic, as most of you know. I made the majority of my life. I was living in denial, and I was a problem, and I just wasn't. I wasn't a responsible dad. I was a real idiot for a long time, till I got sober in '92. Then I got drunk again in 2007. I've been sober since. So, not sober since, sorry. Sober since March 24th, 2011. Let's get that straight. And I remember that night, the Bruins hammered the Habs. You can go check it up. They hammered the Habs. I believe it was 7-0, if I'm right.
It may be simple, but it's a start.
Now, could that be what's going on over there? It's possible. Okay, this thing about him and Bedard's mom, I wish it would go away. I'm in no shape, way, or form believing that's true till it's proven true. And for me, him being basically tossed off the team doesn't prove that. It doesn't prove that. You know, this thing about contempt prior to investigation gets me with hockey fans. It really does. We don't know that. Has this guy been a problem in the league for the last 20 years of doing these kind of things? And we're all ready to condemn, just like that. Because we hear one rumor that could have been started by 2 drunk guys eating Fritos.
Hello? Yes?
And we're going to just jump on that one. And no, not until it's proven, okay? Now, where the Hawks are guilty, okay, they tried to bury drama instead of confront it. Now, they did confront it, I believe, with what they've done with Perry, whatever it is. It might have nothing to do with this whole Bedard rumor. It might be something else. It could be drugs. It could be alcohol related. He could have done something stupid in a bar. There's all sorts of things that could have happened, folks. So before we jump on this bandwagon saying, look, the man's guilty, he's done this, and this, That's your opinion. That's not fact. I try to base things on facts in life. I learned that a long time ago. This contempt prior to investigation BS doesn't do any good for anybody in this life. It doesn't. So I don't want to see Bedard's career get messed up. As much as I don't like the Hawks, and I don't like what happened with the whole beach thing and everything. I don't like any of that crap that happened. It's going to be easy for us to judge that franchise right now because they bury stuff before. And that's on ownership. That's always on ownership, something like that, guys. That's where that stems from, in my opinion. So right now, what's going on over there, I think they're going to have to be more honest to the general public exactly why eventually. It has to come out eventually. But I'll tell you what, guys, and I know some stuff that I'll never mention on my channel, like why Patrick Roy really left Montreal. Had nothing to do with Mario Tremblay. Nothing. I can't repeat it on here. I would never do that. But I could tell you that's not what happened. There was a lot of things that went down behind the scenes and that I know about because I had a friend that was close to this situation, and I won't go there. But I could tell you this thing. This can get so blown out of proportion so quickly. And you know, like I read what hockey fans are saying and it's awful. It's like, my goodness, folks, are you for real? Or do you really believe just because you hear a rumor that it's 100% legit because of the way it's breaking down? Sometimes in life, I believe things aren't always the way they look. And maybe eventually it'll come out. I do believe the truth will always surface eventually though, you know, and sometimes it doesn't 100%. But till this man is proven guilty, I'm not on that bandwagon. I'm not going there. I don't want to know about it, except I hope Bedard's career just pans out now. You know, he doesn't need this drama. In my life, guys, that's just the way I live, really. And I have no hatred towards that franchise or nothing. There's a side of me that feels bad for them. The last thing that franchise needed was more drama, and now they got it. And, you know, this is karma maybe for them burying the original drama years ago, maybe, you know. I look at that like the Leafs when they buried their scandal years ago. This is why maybe the 1967 thing lingers, is because of them burying all the drama over there in Toronto, what happened years ago in the early 80s. Just saying, it's possible. So I'd rather have our problems any day, guys, than the problems they have over there right now. That's all I'll say about that. Now, as for the boys going from this point on, guys, I'm not going to trip if we lose the next 2 games. I won't freak out. I'll be very disappointed if we do not beat St. Louis, though. That I will say. We got to beat the Blues. That's kind of a must-win for me. But if I had a choice, which one, if we're going to get one of them, I want to win in Carolina. I want that one. That's the one I want. And you know what? I think the timing is kind of good to jump on that with Carolina right now. I do think so. I think that they're ready for the picking for us to walk in there and take a game. Maybe. You know, they're just inconsistent this year. Their goaltending has been average. I mean, it's perfect timing, in my opinion, to jump on that team. So we'll see. But I said the same thing, guys, about New Jersey, and look what happened. So don't take me too literal there. So anyway, guys, that's my rant about whatever tonight. I hope I cleared up how I feel, how the channel's going to react to this, because I'm not talking anymore about those incidents out there. I think, again, I'll say, I think the Kane signing in Detroit is a better fit for him there than Buffalo to start with. I just don't think he would have fit in with the Sabres team. I just don't believe he would have, really. 35-year-old guy with one hip, that's good? No, no thanks. And I want to see also what happens over there. And then I'll make my judgment. If he goes crazy over there, I'll say, oh, maybe we should have signed him. You know, like, but I'm not too concerned about it, guys, is what I'm saying. I don't think he was the right fit all along. And he might have tried to milk us for more money, you know. I'm surprised he didn't sign with the powerhouse, one of the established powerhouses, because Detroit's not, to less money and go play there. I'm surprised, really, I am. So, my thoughts, guys, that's it for the night, okay? I am not well. I am going to go lie down. I'll get this video out to you. See you tomorrow.